Hey guys, I'm here to make a video for you. Today, if you've been watching the NBA, the most important highlighted game of the day, OKC versus the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. And guess what? They got blown out. I knew Golden State was going to win, and I even made a prediction even stating that they were going to win that game. Because it's only so long that OKC can keep up that fire streak before it kind of starts to burn out a little bit. You can only go hard on some games for so long. And it's funny to me, though. The big three, of Carmelo, Westbrook, and George, they didn't really play very well. Westbrook was rushing himself. He wasn't really playing, his usual fiery self. He was making a lot of stupid turnovers. He was just playing really idiotic. Paul George shooting like first 0 from 9. He got clamped down by Golden State's defense. Carmelo tried to put him in the game, but then again, it only did so much. Now, you got to give credit where credit is due. Golden State came to play. And that was a statement to OKC, to their fans. We're still the team to beat. We're still the team you have to look out for, the team you have to face. I understand it's just one game, but it was an important game. It was. It was an important game for Golden State, and they came to play. And their bench actually played great this game. Now, what can we take from this game? Well, something I've been thinking about for a long time. OKC's bench problem. Guys, their bench is terrible. With a capital T. That is OKC's greatest weakness. And this is going to hurt them because they're sitting at a 7th seed right now. They could end up getting knocked out by the Jazz or the Clippers. And yes, I know you're going to say, well, that's not possible. That can't happen. No. It can happen. Now Golden State's taking them seriously now. Those first two games for the first half, now they don't mean anything. Now this is a part of the segment where that playoff feeling starts to set in motion. You gotta give credit. Golden State, they just came to play. You had your turn, OKC. Now it's our turn to beat you down. But yeah, seriously, Sam Presti, as great as he is drafting talent, throughout these years, OKC's biggest problem is their bench depth. How can you be a general manager and still not get that bench right after so many years during the KD era? Back in the day, 2012, they had a bench. It was Harden. Harden was their bench. They had one guy off their bench. Ever since he left, they never had a bench, except with the exception of Reggie Jackson. They haven't really had a true bench in a long time. And that right there is going to really hurt them, is that bench depth. And this is what irritates me about Sam Presti. He can draft a lot of talent. You know, James Harden, Steven Adams, you know, Reggie Jackson, Westbrook, Sabonis, you know, all those Grant, all those good guys. But this is OKC's greatest weakness. Now about the game, the third quarter is where Golden State just took it and walked away with it. OKC gave up in the third quarter. Golden State didn't really they didn't play spectacular. OKC just gave that one up. I'm not going to be hearing, oh, it's just one game. They got blown out twice. It's like you can't hold on to those two blowouts for long. Golden State just beat you guys. So it ain't going to be no more jokes. You know, like, oh, we're up 2 against them. They could win that game at home. But it's not about the regular season wins. It's about the playoffs. And OKC better be careful. They're going to end up slipping out of the playoffs if they're not careful. All it takes are just a few losses here and there, and it could happen. They need to really fix that bench. They need to get some buyouts. Vince Carter, if they're smart, and I know Sam isn't really that great with bench depth, but if he's smart and he puts his mind there, you go get yourself Vince Carter. You get yourself Tony Allen. You try to get Zebo too. Those 3 guys drastically improve your bench. Convince those guys. If you can't get them this year, convince them next year. Try to convince Paul George to stay. But I don't see him realistically going to the Lakers right now. The Lakers are not really there yet. Paul George is just going to be wasting his time. I don't know why the Lakers would even want to sign George right now. George is going to be on the downswing of his career in a few years. They're trying to go for LeBron too, and LeBron is up there in age as well. How long can he keep this up? What if he goes there and he just ends up being complete garbage? This might be LeBron's last great year. You're trying to sign a 33-year-old, a second option Paul George at best, to a 5-year max. That doesn't make any sense. The Lakers aren't thinking. They need to just develop their talent. And if they are planning to go for some agents, go for Anthony Davis. Go for Giannis, the Greek freak. Go for those guys. Don't go for Paul George. Paul George at this stage he's as good as he's gonna get. Going to the Lakers isn't gonna make him any better. And Paul George and LeBron are not enough. At best, they'll be a 5th or 3rd seed in the Western Conference. If LeBron is smart, he stays in the East. Unless he wants to live in LA, then I could understand that. But it's going to be a lot harder in the West. And if he thinks he's going to cakewalk through the Western Conference, even with the help from the rest, he got another thing coming. So yeah, this was a good win for Golden State. They needed this win because they are still the team to beat. OKC needs to look at this, and they need to understand this team can beat them. No more where they're just relaxing and, you know, thinking about how, you know, they blew them out the first 2 games and, you know, oh, it's like we'll just easily go in and win again. No, you need to get their minds right because they might not even be in the playoffs if they're not careful. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. The game is important to Golden State. And eventually, we knew that. The funny thing is, I actually made a video before stating that Golden State would win, simply because of the fact that the momentum would eventually shift to their hands and they would eventually get that drive to go after OKC. And I was right. I've actually been writing a lot of predictions, honestly. But anyway, it's fair. Yes, the Golden State haters are pretty quiet tonight. Enjoy your sleep, guys. You're gonna need it. But anyway, Golden State, don't get too cocky about the win. But you know what? Since the OKC bandwagons like to keep running their mouths, you know what? You guys get to have the night to have fun too. So laugh it up, enjoy it. Hope you get another win and blow them out again. That we can tie it and actually see where it goes. At the end of the day, I want to see these two teams facing each other at their height, at their max, their best. Not just a bunch of silly blowouts. But that's what the regular season is for. I'm not going to dwell on it too long. I hope who sees this video has a nice night or day, whatever it is. And I'm out.